viewers from wherever you're joining us, welcome to the 20th Guangzhou Auto Show. I'm Olivia and here with me is Omar.
Thank you very much for the lovely introduction. As you said, we're here at the 20th edition of the Guangzhou International Auto Exhibition. For 20 years it's been held here in Guangzhou. Me and Olivia have spent a few days here. We've kind of been exploring the exhibitions. Neither of us are car enthusiasts, right? Are you really into cars? Not really, no. But we spent a few days here. We've got to see some of the latest vehicles being showcased, not only by domestic brands, but by also international companies that have come here. Now, a quick warning to our viewers, it's going to be noisy throughout this live stream. There's shows going on, there's performances. But I'm going to throw Olivia a first question. Before we go on a gander, before we start exploring, you've been here every day. What have you seen? What have you sort of explored? What stood out to you?
You know, it's actually my first year to be at this Guangzhou Auto Show. And first of all, I'm definitely amazed by its scale. You know, it covers more than like 220,000 square meters. Yeah, so for our audience who aren't able to be here, you can imagine how big that is. There's no way you can finish your day within like 10,000 steps or 20,000 steps. What would you say?
Impossible. Actually, the location where we're at here in Guangzhou is the Pazhou complex. Every year, twice a year, I should say, you have the Canton Fair that is held here, a massive venue for this event. So, of course, you're going to have a variety of cars and vehicles being showcased. You have motorbikes, you have vans that have been converted into this van lifestyle sort of arrangement with bathrooms inside and a kitchen inside. Unfortunately, we won't go check that out today. It's a bit far from where we are. But I think we should begin our walkthrough. We're starting here near BMW.
BMW, yeah.
Let's go in. Let's go for a gander. Our camera.
Sure, follow us.
Let's go this way. Thank you, thank you.
Wow.
So, BMW.
The one in front of me is so cool. What color is it? Is it a charcoal silver gray?
That a beautiful charcoal silver gray for me. Maybe our cameraman can get a shot here of this vehicle. Again, to our viewers, if you have questions, leave them in the wherever you're watching for. Leave your comments. We'll try and get you as much information. Now, one of the major themes of this event is NEVs, new energy vehicles.
Definitely a big hit.
If you've been following China's automotive industry, the market here, that's kind of been the push for many of the companies, GAC, BYD, and we're going to see a few more.
The auto, yeah. Let's
take a look. Let's show some of the vehicles to our audience. 我们拍这辆车可以拍吗？给大家看一下，这个很酷。
This is the brand new BMW i3. Wow, it's so cool. Do you fancy this color, this like blue, bright blue?
I'm not, again, like I said, I'm not a car enthusiast as much as I should be, but I would say the variety of vehicles we've seen here over the past 2 days I should say that I've been here. Yeah, a lot of the cars are nice. They're modern. They're cutting edge. You can see some of the designs are brand new. The interiors are fantastic. I think we can actually go inside. You want to?
Yeah, why not? Let's go inside.
You first.
Okay.
Gentlemen.
Thank you so much for being such a gentleman. Wow. It is actually so warm inside. And wow, it's my first time to drive a BMW. It's so cool. And it is pretty big. 我们可以看一下后排吗? There are 2 seats. And I like this color, this dark red. Omar, do you actually want to try? Because honestly, I have no idea how to drive a car. Maybe you have more experience than me.
I'm going to take a look. My experience in this car. Everyone's looking at us here. So, compared to the car I have back home in Canada, it is not this advanced. You can see sort of this, I don't know if the cameraman can come in a bit closer. You can kind of see this entire panel, entire display. Everything is digital. Before you had the dials, you had the gauges. Everything is put on this sort of screen, this wide, ultra-wide screen. I don't know, this 40, 50 inches. I don't know how much I can swipe through in here. Here I can put in the address in my GPS. Do I have English? Yes, I do. I do have English and Chinese. 3D. Okay. Again, a lot of configurations, settings here. But for some of you who are watching this, probably a very common or simple vehicle that you've seen before. But for some of us here, pretty interesting stuff. Okay, let's get out.
Okay.
Take over, Olivia. Let's continue walking through BYD, or
Sure.
you want to cross back over?
Yeah, shall we visit Wei?
Motorbikes. Let's see these.
Yeah, that way. Wei is a Chinese brand. Have you heard of the
Let's
brand
check these
before?
out first.
Oh yeah, okay.
Let's check these out first.
Before we visit Wei, we'll see this motorbike. I know you had your eye on this long ago.
I did have my eye on this. When I see this one in specific, it reminds me of all the sort of delivery guys we see across the country.
Yeah.
You have all of those cases on the back here. Maybe we can get. 我们拍。
可以看一下它后面的箱子吗？
So yeah, this
is pretty vintage,
this
too.
reminds me of some of the vehicles, some of the motorbikes you see, especially all the delivery guys. But again, this is a BMW motorbike, really more advanced. But some cities in China, this is not really permitted to be driven within the city limits. Again, motorbikes, I've never driven one. I don't have a license for it. Regular cars I do, but this looks quite a lot to handle.
It definitely reminds me of the food deliveries like Meituan and Ele.me, those brands.
Yes.
See, they have like 4 boxes here. No, 3 actually.
This guy could definitely do plenty of delivering
Yeah.
with throughout his journey in the day.
They can even put a hopper in it.
That motorbike looks a bit more luxurious. It reminds me
It is so cool.
of the Harley Davidson brand, very American. But here we have a BMW, beautiful 1800cc. I would believe that's a very strong engine, a lot of horsepower,
And the colors are amazing.
a bit of a rainbow color.
Oh my god, I have to try on that
You have
one.
to go in.
That is
You
so.
go in?
Yeah, I'll definitely go in.
What is it?
That is pretty.
Olivia, what car is it?
That is convertible car.
You first.
I just learned a new word from Omar.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Look at this beautiful color, purple. Have you heard of a saying that when our girls purchase a car, we only care about the exterior, but when guys purchase a car, you care more about like capabilities, performances.
I have heard of that, but I will agree with you. This car is beautiful. Do you want to go in or no?
Definitely, I'll try. It is so cool. Do you actually want to come in too? Okay, be ready. We are going on a tour.
How is the comfort? How do you feel? You said
It's good.
You said you can't drive, right?
Not so good, but I can. But I don't think you can like use it in Beijing, as you don't have the roof, you know. And the weather in Beijing, like, it's just not gonna work.
I think, well, in the south, here in Guangzhou, this is definitely a car you could drive around. But again, super spacious. I don't know. I'm not sure about the convertible concept for me.
Okay.
Wintertime is not going to be very nice. But for 2 people, you have enough space, comfortable, doable. Not
I'm
bad.
just wondering, where shall I put my bag?
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
If you're going on a road trip, if you're going somewhere far, maybe this isn't the best car. Let's go over to Wei.
Okay,
Let's check out another brand.
I think if you want to go on a tour, Wei is a better choice for you, because 我们可以摇一下吗？老师看一下这边的牌子。It's full of SUVs.
Yeah, so the Wei brand, we learned it has a pretty new, or interesting way of naming its cars.
Do you know Wei is actually a surname? A Chinese surname, Wei.
I know it's a
You know
surname,
it? Okay.
but I don't know the sort of historical background. But we can take a look at some of the sort of names, the titles they've given to their cars. Maybe you can explain to our viewers, give us a translation
Sure.
of 摩卡.
摩卡是什么呢? It's actually a coffee name. So I know most models are named after coffee, like mocha, and there we see 拿铁.
Let's go
I'm
around.
looking for an Americano here, actually.
There's no 美式.
No,
There's
no
Americano.
美式.
But yeah, it's kind of a unique sort of branding style,
Yeah.
naming their cars after
So
different
cool, so
types of
modern.
caffeine. So here's the mocha.
And the colors here are amazing. It gives that vibrant and really lively atmosphere.
I will say the ways are nice. Hey, you said there was someone here who could chat with us. Where is our gentleman?
We're looking for a salesperson here,
Okay,
but
let's slowly go
Okay.
over here. See if we can. I think he's over there.
mocha. Do you like mocha?
I'm okay with Americano. I think he's behind us here. Should we call him over?
Yeah, sure. Wait.
Let's go get him.
哎，你好。
你好，老师，可以帮我们介绍一下我们前面这个拿铁这辆车吗？
我有客户在忙啊，我靠你叫前面的教授可以吗？
Our salesperson is quite busy at the moment, so I guess we'll just have to find out ourselves.
Slow down. So a trend we've seen here at the sort of auto exhibition here in Guangzhou is a lot of the companies, they're here to work. They're not here necessarily to completely be chatting with us from the media.
Yeah.
It's been quite difficult trying to get them to talk, trying to get them to share their sort of history, their latest tech, their latest vehicle. So bear with us, we may not have a company to chat with, but we'll do our best. Maybe we can run into some people. Let's slowly go this way. Where we were going to check out this SUV. Did you want to get in this one?
Mocha one?
Yeah,
for sure.
Let's check out this one.
Will you be driving? Or, yeah, you'll be driving. 谢谢. Wow, this is big. Although we can't start this car, but
This one?
we can still tell, like, look at the screen, is full of high technology elements.
This one is also similar to the BMW vehicle we were in earlier.
Yeah.
You have sort of the panels, everything essentially is digital. You don't have all the buttons you used to have in cars going back 10, 15 years ago. But
Without everything.
I do want to share some figures with our viewers, just so they have some understanding of what this event is about and some of the market trends that we're seeing here in China. First of all, from January to November, last year, 18 million passenger vehicles were sold in China. And the main focus actually has been on those NEVs, like I mentioned. There were 3.5 million units sold in that same time period, January to November last year. And China has been a leader in NEV sales for 7 consecutive years. So that's a trend that we've been seeing. It's a goal, obviously, by the government here to get more green, to get more environmentally conscious of the amount of cars that are driven in the country. China has the largest population in the world. So many people drive cars. Fuel-based vehicles, obviously not good for the environment. But then it brings up the question, producing these batteries, that also comes at a cost to the environment. What are going to be the impacts with all that lithium ion, all that sort of production? That's something we have to wait and see. I learned a bit of that from a press conference a few days ago. So there's some information for our viewers. Okay, Olivia, mic back to you, and you take us that way.
Explore more SUVs.
I think we can.
How do you like this Mocha so far?
This Mocha's not bad. I would go with an SUV so we can travel with friends and it's convenient.
And in this car, I can definitely, have the room to put my baggages and my stuff. It's so big.
Gonna give us a look. What do you guys think?
Is it a 4-seat car or 6? Do you think is it full?
1, 2, 3, 5 people.
5? Yeah,
people.
okay.
Okay, let's jump out and continue.
Sure. I'm actually looking at this one, this Lanshan. Do you know how to say it in English? It's actually also a German coffee, Blue Mountain.
Blue Mountain.
Really, Blue Mountain?
And we had to look this one up. We had to see what is Blue Mountain, and it's a Jamaican coffee bean, I believe so. Quick translation. Let's take a look at Lanshan.
I know it is the latest model, Lanshan, and it's quite expensive actually, and it has 6 seats.
So this is a larger SUV, 6 seats, 6 people can be seated. You said it's expensive. What's the price?
That's why we need a salesperson to introduce. But from what I know, it's about 600,000 yuan.
600,000 renminbi. I feel that's around 100,000 more or less US dollars, if that's the currency right now. Expensive for that vehicle, but it's beautiful. That cream color. The logo reminds me of Lincoln. Lincoln, I believe, an American brand. Really nice. Unfortunately, we can't get in this one. It's on the main stage, but it's okay. We can manage. We can find other vehicles.
We can show it to our audience.
Okay, next up, so Way, Chinese brand, BMW, European. Now we're going to go to BYD.
Right in front of us, BYD.
Yes.
I'll throw a question to you. Actually, do you know what BYD, these 3 letters are for?
build your dreams.
Oh wow, okay, not bad. Build your dreams.
Hey.
Yeah, I love
Okay.
the meaning in it.
Our cameraman is suggesting we go that way. I think because of the sound. Let's go over to Tank.
Okay, instead.
So my first day here, it's very noisy. On my first day here, I went to a presser by Chinese car manufacturer GAC.
What did you learn from there?
Okay, so the main theme from them was that the future automotive market is going away from fuel-based vehicles. Now, this means we're gonna have to get rid of the old, in with the new, a lot of vehicles. What are we gonna do with them? They kind of spoke about being aware of the market, what are the things changing, and consumer demand for NEVs. Tesla, BYD, GAC, all the smaller brands. That's all about the future. Let's check out Mini, your favorite. I don't know your favorite.
Mini, yeah.
Check out Mini.
I think having a Mini Cooper is almost like every girl's dreams. I have to say it's not mine, but they are pretty cute.
The Mini, I would say, is very, I guess it's globally popular. The moment you see a Mini, the moment you see this car, you immediately know it's a Mini Cooper. And they're cute.
Classic.
I would
They
call
are
them
cute.
cute. This little guy's having fun.
They look like mini trains to me. It reminds me of Harry Potter somehow.
I'm struggling to see the connection, but okay. But I look at a Mini, beautiful car. I'm not sure if it would be my choice.
And they do convertible cars too.
Well, they also have a
The yellow
convertible
one, yeah.
Mini Cooper. Cameraman is giving you guys a good.
It's definitely a good catch for girls because it's not big. It's just as the name is Mini.
It is, but again, I think it's called Mini, so it's quite small. I'm not sure, but perhaps in a big city, it's convenient to drive. You can park it easily.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
easy to maneuver. Do they have any more?
Looking inside, everything is round.
Let's give our cameraman a shot here. So I hope you folks who are watching, if again, this event is also open to the public. So the first day was media day. All the major car companies, they gave pressers, kind of discussed their 2023 plans, looking into the future, the next 5-year plan for a lot of the companies, especially for GAC. But after that first media day, it's open to the public. Consumers come here. I'm pretty sure you can be buying a car after coming to this event. So again, if once travel internationally really stabilizes and normalizes, this is an event that people can come to and check out.
There are so many
Back this
female
way.
consumers here. Can you tell?
I think it's a mix. I'm seeing families, I'm seeing kids, I'm seeing mothers, fathers, everyone's here. Guangzhou, the COVID situation's a lot better now. Things are opening up. So the timing of this event is quite good. We're gonna back
Head
into
to
Tank.
Tank, yeah. So, I did a Vox Pop a couple of days ago
Yeah.
and I interviewed some visitors. And what comes really surprising to me is these days, most visitors, not only Chinese visitors, but also some foreigners, and they are actually looking forward to exploring more domestic auto brands. And yeah, that's really cool because I think Chinese domestic brands are really making a big impact in the international market.
I remember at that GAC presser, they emphasized continuing to try and enter those overseas markets, whatever challenges there exist. And I remember specifically he mentioned the xinpian, the chips, the shortage, the inaccessibility to those chips. It does impact the market, and it impacts these companies going abroad. Also, there's meant to be there was a subsidy for NEVs, for consumers. That is said to be scrapped in the near future. That will also have impacts on the amount of people making purchases. Let's check out Tank. Let's check out Tank.
The mixture color of red and white is fantastic.
Yeah, this one is. This reminds me of the vehicles we see mostly in North America. The huge SUVs, the huge trucks. You don't really see these massive vehicles here in China, mainly because of the roads, mainly because you're in such a big city. It would be difficult to drive such
And to park.
and to maneuver around. But these cars are absolutely gorgeous. Let's check it in, take a look inside.
So far, I think it's the biggest SUV we've experienced.
Yeah, out of the Way had a pretty decently sized vehicle, and then
This is even larger.
even larger. Mini Cooper obviously being mini. Let's close these doors. See, there's people just coming in, checking out these vehicles. Maybe this guy later is gonna buy this time. Let's close the door. Let's close the door. Okay, Olivia, where to next? You're the leader.
I think, yeah, we are heading to BYD now.
Okay.
How do
BYD.
you like the brand BYD? What's your like first impression of it?
I've never driven a BYD, but I've been seated in many DDs that were BYDs.
DDs.
Very nice car. I don't see any reason that it would be seen as a lesser brand to its foreign counterparts. I've always found those cars nice, comfortable, a modern design. BYD. Here.
We are here.
You said the BYD, the recent BYD
They have a
animal.
latest model. Yeah, it's
the
called
animal,
Seal.
the seal.
The seal.
Let's find it. Let's find
They
it.
have a video that, although it's not seal, it's a whale.
It's a whale. It's a whale. I don't know
How they are connected.
Hopefully their animals aren't being confused. Let's go in here because our cameramen are getting lost behind us.
Okay.
Let's go in. Take a look.
Have you noticed some Chinese characters here? Tang, Han, do you know what they?
Tang?
Tang.
That's not the sugar tang. I know it's not that one.
There's a Chinese lesson here.
Tang, the Han I recognize, but they're written in a very like old scripture, which I don't really write. Tell me the meanings. You know.
Yeah, because Tang Han or destinies, dynasty. I'm sorry.
Dynasty.
Dynasties. Yeah, in Chinese history.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's also the beautiful meaning.
A historical connection.
Yeah, historical connection.
So some of you viewers are probably noticing there are a lot of models here. Plenty of models. This is a strategy that's been used at events like this.
To attract more consumers.
Yes, and a lot of
everyone to show.
this event is like based on photography. People, a lot of the media here are video based or photo based, so they come here, they take all these photos. You have all the models. It's meant to attract more people. I'm not sure if it really works for me.
Definitely it works for most people
For
here,
some people, I
especially
think
men.
they're happy
I
to
think,
come
yeah,
check out,
customers.
see the market, you could say. So should we go inside at BYD? There's a cool one back there in this sort of weird 3D animated screen. Let's maybe check it out. So Olivia, I want to ask you, what is your dream vehicle? What is your dream car?
Vehicle? Since here I'm at BYD, I'll say it's BYD.
Very nice. Okay, BYD. I'll take that. This is a EV, so
I hope to purchase this BYD at the end of the live streaming, at the end of the show.
and then you can share with us how much it cost you. This is kind of like a sparkly
Yeah.
EV. I saw the license plate, EV. So yeah, a lot of the vehicles here, electric vehicles. Good to see. Even I see some of the buses and transportation in Guangzhou, a lot of that has gone electric. A lot of the taxis also going electric. It's sort of an initiative going forward. Hopefully we see more of that.
It seems like NEVs are just the future in China.
It's going to be. It's going to be. I think they have a show starting on the other side, so we should get over to. I saw something
Back there?
in the corner over there. It's
Yeah.
kind of like the van life camping concept. I say we go across
Yeah, sure.
and check it out. Hold on, let's film this way. Let's take a look. I'm gonna quickly check my phone if there's any of you viewers with questions.
Left us comments. Have you dreamed of having a RV?
I think RVs for me, not my style. Not for me.
What's the reason? Is it because that's too big? It's not easy to drive?
I'm a city person to begin with, so having an RV to travel into the sort of outback or anything like this has never been my style. But there's some really cool cars here. These classic, sort of maybe from the 60s, 70s. Let's check these out
That's
behind.
vintage.
It's called vintage.
Gosh,
That's the word.
That's vintage.
2022 classic car culture. You know, some people like this style. For me,
Yeah, I know, but
to
I
look at
haven't
it?
seen it in my generation.
Hey, I'm not that old. I also haven't seen it in my generation. Come on. These are not bad. Some people really like this. For me, I would say,
old films.
yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
These vintage vehicles, you see these in these
70s,
classics,
60s.
black and white films. Kind of nice.
Oh, that's cool.
But imagine we just saw all those advanced vehicles with all those screens, all those sort of built-in AI, all that sort of tech, and then you have this classic.
I want to take a closer look, shall we?
I don't think we can go in.
Wow. Do you see the space here?
Yeah, you could. I almost feel like you could. Those seats come down and people can face each other.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That can be a bed for 2 people. That's definitely enough space there.
You could definitely probably make a bed in the back and sleep here. But I wanted to check out this
RV and camping
wildland.
area.
We can finish here. Let's go in and check it out.
Okay.
And then we can wrap things up. I want to go around there.
Wow.
Let's go this way.
There are some camping equipment and some chairs. That's definitely a real camping here.
These are like the vehicles you would drive
You go
into
traveling
the
with family,
outback
with
somewhere far from the city. Look at this. They have these sort of
big screen. Yeah.
built tent on the top. So you go somewhere with the family, set it up, and there's your bed. There's your camping. Pretty.
It creates a good scenario for our customers.
Sure.
Like you can drive this on a road trip, and you can sleep in the camping, and also sit here, chit chat with your friends.
I think you should go on. No, I'm joking.
I should go up? No, definitely no.
Okay, let's finish out there. Let's head out. Let's get our cameraman to squeeze through. So far, this is your last day here. What's your...
It's not really my last day here. I actually have more to explore, but is it your last day here?
This will be my last day here. So what is your, I suppose you could say, major takeaway from this event? What did you learn or enjoy?
I think
Tell me.
Basically what got me the most excited is to see how domestic auto brands are developing. And especially, we tried so many brands here. We tried so many electric brands, and NEVs are making a big impact, hitting in a global market. Yeah, that's basically what comes really surprising to me.
And you told me you had spoken to some consumers, right? What were some of the things they shared with you? I remember you spoke with one. I saw your story. You had spoken with someone.
You saw my package?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
What do you remember from that conversation? Was that someone here looking to buy a vehicle or looking just to browse?
Basically, same. They are looking forward to buying domestic auto brands. Yeah, and that's why I mentioned earlier. I feel like BYD and Li Auto and brands like that are really doing great in the international market, and they are working towards the luxury high-end market.
Absolutely. That's essentially the main takeaway of this event. It is the Guangzhou International Auto Exhibition. So you do have a mix of all these brands. Again, a lot of those car companies, the foreign ones, also looking to get into the Chinese market. You have so much demand for vehicles here, so much money being spent on this industry. So it kind of goes both ways. Obviously, Chinese brands want to land their vehicles, their products in overseas markets. Does this event create a platform that's going to enable that? I'm not sure. It's the second largest auto show in China, the China Auto Show being the biggest one. It splits time between Beijing and Shanghai. I'm not sure where it's going to be held this year in 2023. But again, it's a platform. We're in Guangdong, we're in the south, where the economy here, trade, investment has long thrived. So it's great we were able to have this event. Like I mentioned at the top, it was delayed back in November, but it's still being held. You have a decent flow of people. I'm not sure if this is the highest peak or the highest time of people visiting, I should say, because of COVID, and we're still recovering, and the Chinese New Year is just around the corner. But
it is still so significant.
It is, and I would call it a success. Final thoughts, or how do you feel? You have one more thing to do here today, or you're coming back tomorrow?
I'll definitely coming back tomorrow to find out more.
You're going to be coming back tomorrow. So, for everyone who watched, I know we took a look at a lot of cars. I hope some of you enjoyed some of the different brands, some of the different styles we saw. Again, there's more to see here. We didn't show you guys everything. It's too big. But I believe that's it from me and Olivia.
It's time to say goodbye.
Thank you for watching, guys.
Thank you for watching. I hope
Bye-bye.
you enjoy it.